This season on Big Homie, 12 players moved into the Big Homie house with only one goal in mind, to be the last one standing. Applications were held, bringing 9 new faces into the game, and 3 returnees to make their comeback to shoot for another chance at victory. Early on, the returnees were picked off one by one until they were all out of the game. Joe and Dell came together early, and they dominated the challenges throughout the middle portion of the game. Joe also was a part of the alliance called the Try Guys, featuring Pip and Andy. At the Final Four, Joe was forced to pick between his 2 alliances, and he ultimately decided to send his buddy Dell packing. Tonight, Joe, Andy, and Pip remain, and only one of them will win the $110 grand prize. All that right now on the season finale of Big Homie.
First fucking hit the goodie.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Bro, the Try Guys, bro, let's go.
Wait, do we get to have, like, do we pop champagne or is that final 2?
No, we get to pop champagne now. Let's fucking
Yeah,
pop
final
it
3.
now.
Yeah.
Let's fucking sit down. Oh my god.
I feel sad. I feel so bad. I think Dell was gonna take me to 2, and I think Dell was loyal to me, and I feel really bad because he's been here for me both outside and inside the game. I want to lose or win this game with dignity, and going to the end with Dell and kind of having that guaranteed make it to the final 2. I didn't want to live with that. I know it's a stupid move, but as who I am as a person, as a player, as a host, I didn't want that notion or that bias that, oh, I only made it to the end because of my friends, to be a thing in the game. And so at the same time, I think Dell's a threat. I'm hoping both of them will honor their word, and I hope I make it. I just hope I make it.
Wait, the head.
The Try Guys, bro. We have to be one of the greatest alliances, bro.
We fucking did
The
it.
Try
dude.
Guys, that is a statement that has been made. The Try Guys made the final 3.
That's
We
crazy.
fucking did it.
I mean, I honestly thought I was cooked. I can't believe he took me. I actually think it was a bad move for him. I think I'm probably in the final 2 no matter what now. Oh, I think I really have a shot. I know Patch will take me. I think Joe will take me. But holy cow, dude. I'm so hyped about this. I didn't think I would make it here. Chaos was a ladder. I climbed it the whole time. I kept people on their toes, kept creating chaos, throwing rogue votes, pinning them on other people. I don't know how I snuck my way through here.
Unbelievable.
shit.
I mean, this game is unbelievable. This game is truly unbelievable. Where's the champagne? Brett,
I have a soda can I can pop, but I don't know if that picks up on the mic. I'll try though.
I can get a beer to pop.
Yeah,
I heard
pop.
it,
Yeah,
I
get
heard
one
it.
too. Get one too.
This
Hey,
little
is that
cheers I'm doing.
Season 1 and Season 2 winners of Big Homie.
Oh my god, is that season 3? Oh, season 3 winner? Sorry, I couldn't tell which one it was. I'm still not sure. One of you. That'll make sense.
Okay, you guys ready to cheers?
I'm ready.
Dude, you didn't even let me get a beer.
Oh, wait, get a beer, Brett, get a beer.
Dude, wait, I have a fucking... Dude, this shit is warm. It's a Red's hard apple. Has not been in the fridge. I don't even know how long. I didn't know there was one in there, but
Well,
I'm
that's
cracking it.
Okay, ready? We're all gonna take a sip on 3.
I'm
You
ready.
I got my Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, it's
good
fine.
enough. Good enough.
That works, yeah.
Okay. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. The final 3, the finale night.
Oh, hey guys, welcome.
Oh my god.
So, here is the first leg of the final 3 HOH. The winner of this automatically advances to part 3. Bum bum bum. climb your way up the ranks by balancing on a ladder for as long as you can. Is this sounding too easy? Well, don't speak too soon, as the blocks will be cut as the game progresses. Be the last person on your ladder to secure your spot in the final HOH. So what all that means is you guys are going to be balancing on there. There's no shifting. If you fall off, you're out. If you step on the top of it, you're out. And as we go on, we don't have to stick forever. I'll let you guys know, and then the diamond block will be disappeared. So from the bottom, it'll go from the bottom. The diamond block will disappear, and it'll only be the redstone, netherite, emerald. Then after a little while longer, the emerald will disappear all the way until we get to the red one. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, cue the
Is it
suspenseful
a live
music.
transition?
On your marks, get set, go! We're gonna let you sit for a while, you know? It's supposed to be an endurance comp, so like gotta let there be at least a little endurance. Let there be some little hype for this.
I swear to God, if I blue screen, I'm gonna like flip my shit.
I mean, yeah, if you blue
Wait, Pip
screen,
is out. Pip. Sorry, Pip. I saw you get out.
Did he step on
Did
top?
Caleb step on the top?
I don't know.
It looks
You
like he
want to
stepped
review the
on top.
footage?
Yeah, honestly, if y'all just want to go to the top, we'll review the tape instead of just like keep doing this right now. Like just step up to the top for now. Oh yeah, he was fully on the top, fully on the top. So unfortunately, you have been eliminated. I'm glad we checked the tape because I wasn't completely sure. I didn't want to screw you out of that. So
Tattletale gets the guy out. Okay. Sorry, guys.
If you just want to play it out, Patch, I'm fine with it. But if you're like comfortable talking during this, I'm open to it too.
Yeah, I mean,
saw-
I want to win this. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I don't know if
No,
you were
no,
gonna say
I-
like,
No, I wasn't gonna recommend you throw it. I was gonna say, I know right now it's still shaky. I know in theory either one of us could take him and have a better chance.
mhm.
But I want to play this like what you said. I 100%, or at least I have. I just lied to Dell. I would
Yeah.
rather. I don't want to take like the cheap way out. And what you said, and although we never made a final two name, I would like to honor that. So even if I win this final head of household competition, I'm taking you
Okay.
because
And you have no idea how, like, you have no idea what that means to me. But like that's like a reset in my mind. Because honestly, I thought you were gonna take Pip.
no. When I voted out Dell, because that last conversation about how we both wanted to be here, we both wanted to pitch our case, and
Honestly, I need to concentrate during this. I'm really sorry.
you're good. My point is, I wanted to say this before either one of us won the head of household, but that deal is still standing true with me,
Okay.
and I intend to keep it until either I win or lose the head of household.
Okay, the
Okay.
diamond block will be disappearing in about 10 seconds, however long it takes Kaylin to type in this command, so just be on the
No,
lookout.
I haven't.
Okay, well, the diamond block should be disappearing in 5,
Oh,
1,
my bad.
1.
My bad. I didn't know
No,
you
you're
were
good,
gonna
you're
go
good, you're good, you're good. Alright, you guys seem to be doing super well. So I feel like you don't even need the emerald one. Like, nobody's even down there, so we can get rid of that too.
Don't do it so soon.
Oh, there we go.
$100 on the line. 2 competitors battling it out for a shot at the final 2. Sorry, my inner Jeff Probst has to come out here. This is
No,
about
I don't blame you.
This is about as Survivor as we're gonna get.
What happened to? I need to concentrate.
See, I'm in my zone now. When I'm in my zone, I go Jeff mode.
Oh, that's
I
a good thing
see.
in your zone because I'd love to sit here all night. I really would. I've had such a great time with you all. But I think we're going to get rid of that netherite block here. So, everybody lock in. It's about to get a little scary.
I'm out.
Oh, Andy walks
Oh
on the
my
top!
god.
And Joe,
Oh my
there goes the
God.
netherite block too! Joe has advanced to part
GG.
3, and we
GG.
are going to get right into part 2. Well, we've been here for like 12 hours, something like that, something crazy. So like, surely you guys know what like the lovely hosts look like, right?
This
Right?
is for you.
The
Okay.
lovely host.
Yeah, the hosts. I mean, you saw
Yeah.
the other guy too. He has a suit. Come on. Just to make sure you do, we're going to put together a picture of the first 2 lovely winners of Big Homie Seasons 1 and 2. Sorry about the spoilers, guys. Sorry. Which are coincidentally 2 out of the 3 amazing hosts of Big Homie. You will grab 1 map at a time out of the chest and make your way across the parkour, where you will place them in the item frames. The first person to complete the picture secures their spot in the final HOH. So basically, you grab 1 map, go across, just put it wherever, go back across, and once you have all your maps across, you can start working. Ready? Set? Go! Andy slowly making it across. And Andy has finished the puzzle as I crash once again and is advancing to part 3 of the final
GG,
HOH.
GG.
Oh my god, bro.
Holy freaking crap.
Dude, you're the best player this season, bro.
Oh god, don't say that. I think it's not even that much of a fact. I don't think that's true.
We still got each other's back?
Yeah, Joe promised me he'd take me, but like, it's gonna be insane. He's expecting me to take him. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless.
Yeah, gotcha, man.
Welcome, Dre, to the Dre Roundtable of Season 3 of Big Homie. How's everybody doing?
Amazing. Oh, man. It's been a long summer out here, but yeah.
Long 90 days. So the final member of the Jury Roundtable has just been voted out, and he's about to be around that corner. Do we have any guesses as to who it might be?
At this point, probably Dell.
Probably Dell. He's a really bad player.
What? Wow. I was going to say, why do you say that? But I guess that answers it. All right. Come out, Jury member.
Yeah. My jerking off certificate from OSU did not get me to the final 3.
Womp womp womp.
And Dell is our final Jury Roundtable member. So that means our final 3 is...
Yeah.
Hold on. Trying to remember his name. Joma and
Andy.
Joma, Pip, and
Andy.
Andy. Oh, why did I think it was Caleb? My bad. Okay, guys. So, who's feeling particularly bitter after this season? I'm looking at someone in particular.
I feel bitter, but I make it a point to not vote bitter because I despise bitter jurors with every fiber of my being.
And why would you? What got you to the point that makes you bitter?
Despite the fact that OTEV should have gone totally differently, Really, it's mainly just the fact that I clocked who the whole flip vote person during the Andy vote was, and I was right, but no one wanted to believe me, and it caused this whole shitstorm. And then these two motherfuckers, I love them to death, but these two guys decided that they, you know, would rather not have me there, which, you know, can't hold that against them. Game is game, I guess.
And what made you guys come to that decision?
Yeah, I felt like if we didn't take you out there, then you probably would have found a way to really run your way to the final 3 yourself. Whereas I felt like Easton was someone that I could still work with a bit more, and could have taken out later if I had survived a bit longer.
Okay, circling back.
At the end of the day, it's just the winner of the season is between Joma and freaking Patch. Basically, one of them is gonna sit next to Pip, and whoever they sit against wins.
And you don't think Pip has played a good enough game to get any votes?
He was my GOAT, and this is a known fact.
You don't
Well, I
think
feel like
you
the
get any other
season goat
votes?
was Patch. He was the season goat. It's, oh my gosh, every conversation I had with that man, he was just talking to me like, man, I don't want to take Dell out since I know I can beat Dell in the final 2. I can beat anyone in the final 2. I'm playing the best game. And every time I had a conversation with him, it was just complete brain rot, and I couldn't handle it.
Dude,
It was
really thought he could
frustrating
beat me.
to play with. Yes, he did. I swear to God, that's what he would tell me.
No, I'm glad it worked though. I'm so glad. I'm glad he really
No,
thought
it's just
that.
like I can't vote for a player that naive to win this game. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Dell, how do you feel about getting out 4th?
I'm content with the game I played. I'm upset with Joma loose a little bit, but if he pulls it off and gets to the final 2, he has my vote to win, and I still love him. Love him so much. But if he gets out at final 3, me and him, I'm gonna cook him so hard, dude. He's so fucked if I see him in this jury house.
Now, you two had one of the earliest final 2 alliances together. Does that make you kind of bitter that he didn't see that through to the end?
No, I think he was looking out for himself. You know what I mean? I respected it. I knew I could literally beat anyone there, and that's like a little bit of ego talking, but I knew if I blew up the game and then somehow made final 2 after that, with all this other shit on my resume, I knew there was no shot I wasn't winning the fucking game, unless I really did bad at the final 2 speeches and shit. So I get it. He was looking out for himself, and he's doing what he thinks he needs to do to win the game, and I appreciate that, and I respect the fuck out of that.
Let's go through the final 3 one by one, and I want to hear what everybody thinks their best moves were. So, what do we think that Joe's best moves were, or his best singular move that got him to this point?
So his comp wins, and well, I think not necessarily a specific move, but his comp wins are very. He has quite a few. I think more than me actually. I think he played a phenomenal social game. He was put in a position multiple times where he literally was the deciding vote with Wyatt, with me, possibly this final 3, and he was never on the block on eviction night, not once.
In my opinion, it's got to be taken out as pregame, Mr. Dell over there. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of him for that one. If he didn't have done that, I would have locked my vote in for freaking Pip or Patches. But yeah, so proud of him for that one. Now he's in contention for me.
I mean, the man played, like they said, a great competitive game, a great social game, a great strategic game, but yet he was never primary target number 1. There was always somebody above him, which, whether he planned for that or not, one of the greatest ways, in my opinion, to play the game, is to build that kind of resume, but still manage to never be the number 1 threat. So there's always somebody to go
That's
out
how
for you.
Joe Ma plays.
That's how I try to play, but that didn't exactly work out too well for me.
So what about Patches?
Patches is cancer. I will never vote him to win.
I think Patches played a phenomenal social game. I think Patches.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No, Wyatt. Let's be for real. so many rounds.
Name one thing Patches did.
Patches got in with the people he needed to get in.
Made to the final 3. That's better than you, Wyatt.
Oh
Well, think about it. Think
swear
about
to
it.
God.
Patches didn't want to
Anytime that
compensate.
Patches played a very loyal
party.
game, and Patches played a very honest game. I only saw him lie like maybe once or twice. He's very true to himself, and I think I respect the fuck out of that. And I don't necessarily think that I would vote him over Joma, but if he's sitting next to Pip, I wouldn't say he played a terrible game. I think Patches played a wonderful game.
I think it actually would be kind of difficult to choose between Pip and Patches. Pip was kind of scrambling all over. It's like as if we like let a toddler loose in the house, just kind of ran around and like said things.
Okay, so finally we have Pip to talk about. Who has a good move that they feel like Pip pulled off?
I feel like Pip's
Yeah,
greatest move is just sitting behind me and waiting for me to go so that he can probably start playing a game.
No, I want to say that Pip. I'm trying to remember what the vote was again, but oh right, when all of you were trying to figure out the 2 votes against Patches, and I was like the one that was admitting to it. Pip made a final 2 deal with me pretty early on into the season, and so he felt like someone that I could always fall back on.
Oh, he did the same thing
not a lot
to
of other
me.
people. Not a lot of people were talking to me.
Social game.
Oh wait, Pip made a bunch of final 2s?
Pip told me, and I think maybe just me, that he was the other vote for Andy because I gave that up to him first. And then everyone was storming into that room. Andy was just directly asking people who voted for him. I said honestly that I did. Pip lied in front of Patches, and I just covered for him. I didn't expose him or anything. I kept backing up that lie. It led to Brayden getting put on the block and evicted that week.
Well, no. Let me clarify with that. Brayden wasn't put up. I knew Pip was the flipper, and I think I even ran in the room and I was like, Pip's the flipper. I wanted an excuse to put Brayden up on the block. You know what I mean? That was the perfect one.
Okay, well then good on you on that, man. Oh,
Pip
boy.
gaslit Brayden so hard that Brayden was actually convinced that Pip wasn't the one.
Yeah, I started being convinced at the end that maybe I was fucking wrong.
Yeah, you were being accused so hard, and you actually ended up believing him in the end, which I thought was insane.
If Pip wins final HOH and is the one that takes Joma out, then I see no reason not to vote Pip to win. On God.
I think I would still vote for. If Pip makes a good case, I probably would vote.
Wait.
I love how this was a season of chaos, and we all refused to tell each other the truth, at least at one point.
Well, that's about all the questions I
this
have
was
for
a
you
nice
guys. I want you guys to think of your jury questions to ask at the finale that will be happening shortly.
Why are you such a bitch? That's my question.
Yeah. Why are you guys never amounting to anything outside this game?
Damn, Jesus.
What the hell?
Mine was a bit nicer than that.
Alrighty, this is the final competition of the season. The winner of this competition has a guaranteed spot in the final 2 and can plead their case to the jury. Let me explain. So, in these 90 days, 12 hours, whatever it really is, did you really get to know your housemates? Because in this comp, we interviewed the jury, asking them personal questions about what has happened to them in the game until this very moment. Now it is your job to figure out which out of the 2 answers is the real one that your ex-housemates gave to these questions. You get the answer right, you get a point. You get the answer wrong, you're still in the game. Whoever has the most points left after all the questions is the final HOH. If there is a tie, we do have a tiebreaker question. Who is ready to play the Scales of Justice? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we're going to start things off with my boy Easton. Easton said the moment that surprised him the most during the season was A, the 3-2 vote on Brayden, or B, when Dell broke his deal. You both got it wrong. Please reset.
Oh my gosh.
Move it over to Dell. We just saw this guy. Dell said his favorite moment of the game was A, winning all the challenges because everyone else sucked, or B, blowing up everybody's game at the final 8. You both got it right. You both have a point. Please reset. Moving over to Wyatt. Wyatt said his biggest accomplishment in the game was A, voting for Muck during the 4-3 vote, or B, being an agent of chaos who loved blowing everyone's games up. You both got it wrong. It is still tied.
How is vote? I mean, I'm not
gosh.
roasting the question. I'm just roasting his answer at this point. How is voting for Muck an
Jesus.
accomplishment?
Hey, I thought my fake answer was better too.
Like,
Okay.
How is that an accomplishment? That's not an accomplishment. Wyatt.
It's
Okay.
insane.
Speaking of Dallas, Dallas said his saddest moment playing the game was A, when nobody would talk to him in the house, or B, when he got put up for nomination 3 times in a row.
Please.
You both got it wrong.
Oh my gosh, dude.
You gotta be kidding
I'm
me.
fucking shitting
It is
bricks
still
here.
tied 1-1. Moving over to Nifty. Nifty. Nifty said their favorite challenge in the game was A, Knight Moves because of chess, or B, OTEV because I won.
Ooh.
Andy gets a point and is up
Oh
2
my
to
gosh.
1. We are moving on to the last question.
Oh, not like this.
Braden said his least favorite challenge in the game was A, the first one because it took no skill, or B, OTEV.
Repeat.
Braden said his least favorite challenge in the game was A, the first one because it took no skill, or B, OTEV. You both got it wrong. Congratulations, Andy. You are
Oh
the
my
final
gosh.
HOH.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. GG
Congrats,
to both
man.
of you guys, just so freaking hard for not even just that challenge, but just the whole game that we just went through. I guess it's not over yet at all, but
Yeah. Do you want to go first, Pip, or I don't care. We do one-on-ones.
I'm
Okay.
proud of you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You and Joe were my 2 rock solid players in this game. You can hear my voice shaking because I legit don't know what to do, and I'm
Let me
happy
say this,
but
let me say
nervous
this.
at the same time.
I'm not gonna be mad if you beat me. Like, I respect the hell out of your game, but I'll just plead my case. Like, I think he is a better player. He's won the comps. He's social and won comps. You're social and have won less comps. I'm social. I
Mhm.
won 0 comps. 0.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, I know I've not won anything to be able to prove to you I'm loyal. I would have taken you. But I'm not gonna be mad if you don't take me. But I genuinely think you have a better chance against me. I
Yeah.
really just want to plead to the jury.
I know, and I really think that I do have a better shot against you as well. Not that it's gonna be a lock for any means, but the only thing that's weighing in my mind is that Joe was really adamant that he was gonna take me if he won, and I don't know if I believe that. I think I do, but at the same time, I'm trying to rack my brain if I ever promised him that I would take him to the end. I don't. I honestly.
Too. I think sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't think I think I just kind of skirted around the question the entire time he was talking about that, and that was during the challenge today, like on the ladders when you were already out. He was like, "Dude, I got your back. Like if I win, I'm taking you." And that in that moment, it really busted the game open for me because at that point I was fully gonna take you, but hearing him say that, it was like, it really hit close to home.
Yeah.
And I didn't promise him back in that moment. I was just basically like, that means a lot because I thought you were going to take Pip. But that's the only thing weighing in my mind. I don't want to be Wu. You saw Kagayan, Survivor Kagayan?
Oh, no.
Okay.
But
basically, in Survivor Kagayan, there was a guy named Wu, and he was a likable player, and he won the final immunity, just like this situation. and he took the bigger threat to the end when he could have taken the smaller threat, and he lost. So I don't want to be ashamed of my pick. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna talk to Joe.
He's definitely a better player than me. I do have one more thing I want to say.
Yeah, go for it. I'm not in a rush.
Remember that Joe does have real life friends on the jury. And
That's a great
on
point.
The jury for me is Braden will not vote for me. I don't think Nifty will because I backstabbed both of them. Like, he's won comps, I haven't. I really think you have a better chance against me, and I'll be happy to get second place to you.
Hey,
Yo,
first off, congrats.
thank you. That means such a lot to me. My voice is shaking right now. Even it was to Pip, and it's gonna be to you because it's like the weight. It's like a boulder
Mhm.
is on my shoulders right now.
Yeah, I know you're torn.
And I'm going into dude, it's great. You've blindsided me in these past couple moments because I thought you were gonna take Dell to the final 3, and
Mhm.
when you weren't, I was kind of happy that you didn't.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that you did that aligns with what I wanted, and I didn't expect you to.
Yeah, that's the only. As much as I could have gone with Dell, as much as I could have taken the easy road, getting to know you both in and out of this game, day one.
Yeah,
I wanted
exactly.
to
We were
hold
on
true
the
to
mat.
it, and
We
the
were on that
only
mat
way I
day
could
one.
do that
Let's
is
just
by
take a
taking
moment.
you out.
Yeah, let's just take a moment to remember Star. He could have easily been in this final 3 instead of Pip if he had any semblance of
Oh gosh,
game
that would've been
knowledge.
hilarious.
Sorry, Star. I'm sorry, Star. But seriously. Anyway,
yeah.
It's tearing me apart because going into the ladder challenge, like, you know, basically going into the HOH today, I was pretty sure that you were gonna take Pip. And so
Yeah.
that because you brought Pip to here, I thought the only reason you'd bring Pip to here is so that you could take Pip.
No.
And then when you said during the challenge that you were still set on me, that really threw me for a loop because once you took Pip, I was like, okay, game on. We're both gonna take Pip. But then when you said that, I was like, damn, like this game is still not easy. It's still not easy.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not in the power here, so whatever. I could be bullshitting you, but I'm
And
being real with you.
I know you're not.
If I wanted to go to final 200%, I would have taken Dell, but I didn't. I wanted you there with me, and I know Pip may be the easier beat, but he was the easier competitor for both of us. I know you might think that I might have Wyatt and Dell's vote, but with the rest of that jury, especially one, I sent Wyatt out, but especially people like Easton and Nifty, I think those are people that Pip has. So I could rant to you about, however, I could argue with you about the game and how I think I'm an easier beat. I think this allows you to define your game a lot more. You played a much similar game to Wyatt, and Wyatt would have smoked house. So
he would have. That's why we need to get him out. That's why it's like the thing is like this, the decisions that you've been making, which is deciding to get Wyatt out and then deciding to bring Pip to the final 3. Those are both decisions that I would have done. So it like the thought of taking you out, it like hurts because I know that you've been playing directly to my interests, you know, to our interests that were aligned throughout the course of this game.
the only thing I can say is please, man. I know how much this means to all 3 of us. I know you're pissing one of us off regardless, but the only thing I can say, I know we never made it official. I know we never made it a name, but I hope the actions in the game show that I did not want to play this game with the people I came knowing, and I wanted to play with this game. I wanted to play the game with the people I met. And as much as you think I'm a shoo-in, as much as you think I played this great game, I really haven't. I pissed off people. You've played a much more honest and loyal game. So the only thing I can ask you is please, I know this is like, I know I have no proof.
No,
but I swear
but I know
taken
based on
you.
what I know based on the
would've
moves that
taken
you've done is that you were loyal. So it's like, it pains me because I've been so honest throughout this game. No matter what, now I have to lie. No matter what, because whoever I take, I lied to the other person at some point in the game. I mean, I think I told you I was gonna take you to the 2. I'm not. Did I say that?
No, yeah, we did because we made the deal up here. All I ask is please, man, because if you want to, not just personal, but for game, I really do believe. Yes, I think I have Wyatt's vote 100%, but besides that, I've pissed off. I think Pip has Dallas. I think Pip has Nifty. I think Pip arguably has Easton. And I don't know. Pip might have Wyatt, according to you, and that's 4. So I understand that we built this narrative in the house a certain way. I just ask you to look at the bigger picture, both as a player and a person. And all I ask is please, man, because I would have done this. I would have. It would have been me and you in the final 2 had I won that. And I know there's no way to me to prove it, but the only way I can tell you is with my words. And so I just ask that you can uphold yours.
Okay, it's such a
I know it's tough,
intense
man.
decision.
I know
but
it's tough.
I'm gonna think about it for a couple minutes, and then I'll walk down there and do my thing.
Okay, please, because I not only I really think you have a better shot against me compared to Pip, because I don't know if Pip was because when Pip was talking to me at Final 4, he was like, and I agree with him with this case about how you and Pip have similar style games to where you can't distinguish yourself. So then it comes to social relationships, and I'm not saying you were lying to people, but I'm saying Pip was way more perceived loyally, especially to people like Easton and Nifty. So all I ask is please just consider, just please. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
But
Yep. I'm hearing you loud and clear, and it's just insanely tough. But yeah, this is the toughest decision that I've had to make regarding loyalties ever. Honestly, like, I don't really play with people's loyalty in real life. That's not really a thing that people do. But I've never played these games before, so this is a very tough spot. I gotta count the votes, and I'm counting Braden, who said he'd vote for me when he went home. Wyatt said that he would only vote for me against Pip, essentially. I just can't see a world where I take Pip and lose. And I see many worlds where I take Joe and lose. It's like Doctor Strange. I'm just kind of analyzing the dimensions. You always have that doubt in your mind that the jury's gonna be mad at you for taking the easy way out. I got my decision. I'll tell the house guests live.
Pip, Joe, in just a few minutes, Andy will vote to evict one of you live. But before he does all that, each of you have a final chance to try to sway his vote. And you can pick which one of them goes first. The ball's in your court now.
All right. So Patch,
Walk up here. Okay.
Andy, Joe, I love you guys. You're my homies. Try guys for life. I want to say I think you have a better shot at beating me. I've not won a single comp. I don't have real life friends in the jury. I actually have enemies in the jury like Nifty and Braden and Wyatt. I think all of them. I know Wyatt was like cussing you out and stuff, but that was a joke. Me and him didn't have that same sort of like banner relationship. I think you can beat me. I really just want to plead my case to the jury. I want to make it as far as I can. I've had your back since like week 2 when we made our final 2, and I hope we can stick to it, get to the end, and go down as legends of this game. Which Joe's a legend too. No matter what happens, all 3 of us are legends. But I think you have a better shot at beating me, bro. But I love you both. I respect your decision no matter what.
all right.
Joe.
First off, to my try guys, I'm glad we can make it together. But sadly, Pip, I do have to plead against you now. Patch, I think you know at the start of the game, we looked at each other and we knew that we wanted to go to the game we wanted to advance together in this game. There have been times where you have saved me from danger, and there are times where I've saved you from danger. And I know at the last moment, it might seem like the right idea to, take that move and, to secure this quote unquote win. But from the eyes of the jury, I really do think that, like Pip told me a few rounds ago, your games are too similar. I understand that I may have won challenges, but I think some of the people that Pip is naming off as, my enemies, quote unquote, are people that he's really worked on a good social connection with. And if they aren't able to distinguish your games, it's going to come down to whichever player they enjoy talking to more. You said that you want to enter this game and you want to enter this, I guess, final 2 jury questioning. And you said that you have a good shot against anyone because you have not told as many lies. Obviously, I know you're going to have to tell a lie right now when you vote either one of us out. But all I ask you is, please, man, I hope my actions these past few rounds have shown that I did not want a shoe-in with me. I wanted a shoe-in of us, and I hope you can atone to that, not just as a person, but for the sake of your game. I really think this is the better option for you. With that, I'm just gonna go in circles. So, with that, just please, man. That's all. That's all I can say at this point.
Yeah. This whole game, I'm gonna talk to the jury about it, but I don't think I've told many lies. And Joe is right. No matter who I take out, this will be my first big lie in the game because I don't make promises to break them. And I promised Pip to take him to the end, probably final 6 or 7.
Yep.
And then I promised Joe to take him to the end during the final 4 veto meeting, like in this HOH. It's so hard because both you guys were my rock solid guys this whole season. And I don't think we, like, me and Pip, we had our differences in voting a couple times. I don't know if me and Joe did. I forgot. This has been a long game, but we had the type of relationship to where we could vote differently and still be on the same page the very next day, which I thought was insanely cool and very rarely seen. So I say that just to let you guys know that this was the 3. I had no other plans besides this. Dell, I wanted him gone at 4, and I wanted Wyatt gone at 5. So it's like this game kind of fell in the right pieces the last stretch of the game, basically after I came up off the block against Muck and he went home. After that, the game kind of went how I wanted it. And at this point in the game, I gotta keep on plowing through. I'm sorry, I evict Joe from the head of Homie household, or House of Homie.
You're letting them.
I know it's good.
And obviously, we're gonna talk after. That's all I gotta say.
No matter what, it's a game. Like, it's a game. I'm not holding this against you, but it yeah.
Yeah, it just however you like. I don't want to try to make it seem like this is better than it is. Like, that sucked. That really sucked. So.
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say, but sorry's not going to cut it. But
no, you're fine. I know, man. It's a game. I'm not going to take this personally. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at me. But at the same time, I'm happy with how I played. So
you very much should be. So
kick ass at the jury questioning.
Yep, we're good. Me and we're gonna answer your questions with the utmost vigor.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna head on out, but shut all my dogs at the crib. See you guys.
See ya.
God damn it.
It's been a very, very long day. You've played a very long game. I don't know if you expected that to happen, what you're expecting, but what are you feeling right now?
I knew in my gut this was definitely a possibility. I guess you could say I got misted, but coming into this any game I play, I have a sort of a mini goal, and as much as I love the people I walked into the house with, I didn't want to stick just by them. And I knew that me taking out Wyatt and Dell at 5 and 4 was 100% a dumb move. It 100% was the foolish move. It added risk to me not getting here, and clearly it fucked me over, but it was the right thing for me to do as a person, and for, I guess, more so, I don't know about the community, but I felt better taking this road and losing rather than going to the end with me, Patch, and Dell, and maybe guaranteeing final 2, but I don't know. I got my heart definitely got in the way. These past few votes, the heartstrings were tugged, and I made bad move after bad move.
you were a great player. You won many comps. Honestly, I do think if you made it to the end, there was a very good chance you would have won. You and Dell are out here running this stuff. I mean, I feel like that's no surprise for you to hear. Like you and him were cooking
Yeah.
and everything. But one thing I do want to say to you is this whole thing going on right now wouldn't even be happening without you. We put up that application video for like 2 months. It sat there. And then you randomly applied, and that caused us to do literally this whole thing. So I just want to say I really appreciate you. And like literally this entire thing wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have randomly clicked on that and decided to apply. So sorry it ended like this. It is a little tough. It's been a long day. But
No problem.
you are on the jury, and you will be able to help decide the winner of season 3.
The only person I can blame is me, but as much as I'm oddly at consent with being out here. I know Dell and Wyatt are gonna kill me when I walk into the jury house, but I'd rather lose this way than win the other way. And even outside of winning or losing, thank you guys for hosting this. I wasn't really sure if I'd ever get the chance to play a recorded Big Brother, and I'm glad that not only you guys gave me the opportunity, but I chose this opportunity. Because as much as you guys advertise, as much as you guys promote, it takes us and myself and the other people who apply to fill them out, to give it a shot, to sacrifice a day when you guys sacrifice weeks building this. And so I guess from one creator from another, I want to thank you as well, because as much as I'm like upset that I lost, I got on in the first place, and that's a victory good enough for me.
Hey man, I appreciate it. It's been a long day, and honestly, I feel like we all need a nap. It's been great though. I hope you had fun. I had fun watching you. And yeah.
You're gonna crush the jury questioning.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what they think, because I was looking at the names. Like, we'll have to see. I don't want to break it down yet, but I'm excited. I can't believe I made it here. I think this proves a lot about what I thought I could do going into my first game, and I just proved to myself that I can do that, which is pretty epic. And here I am. So,
like, I cannot believe I made my way here, not winning anything. But I tried to win a few things, but like obviously in my speech, I'm gonna say I threw everything intentionally, and hopefully that wins me some points with the jury. I'm also gonna come clean about everything, because I don't want to be like a Paul. I'm also gonna reveal that I am a super fan. I've never played League before, but I'm a huge Big Brother fan. I'm gonna reveal that. Hopefully the questions they throw at me, I can answer them. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think I've been saying this for a long time, but I really think I have a chance at winning this.
Hey jury, how is everybody doing?
Hi.
Hey. So
great. So, who do you guys think is the who do you guys think's coming out here? Any thoughts?
Joe Ma.
If it's not Joe, I'm cool.
I honestly think it's probably Patch. Just considering.
You all had your little guesses, so will the last person evicted from the Big Homie 3 house please walk out?
Oh no.
It's Joe Ma!
Oh.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Joma, no.
What's up,
Joma,
losers?
He's
you're
out of
gonna hear about this for
quarantine.
days, Joma. I hope you realize you're gonna hear about this for days.
Joma,
I know.
no. Who won Final HOH?
So I won part 1, Patch won part 2, and then I think it was 2-1. We were off on the jury questioning, but Patch won Final HOH and voted me off.
Joma, no.
Okay, so how the jury questioning is going to work, we're going to go in order of the people booted, and they can ask one question to one of the people.
Hey y'all, I've missed you and loved playing with all of you. I want to break down a few things about my game here in my opening speech. Firstly, I've never had a single vote cast against me this entire game, not one. I also threw every single competition this entire game for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to build a weak persona, and 2, I never had to. I was always positioned where no matter what, I was pretty much staying. I never had to win. And I still made it to the end. Thirdly, I lied about, not really knowing Big Brother. This actually is my first ARG, but I know Big Brother inside and out. I watched every season of US, every season of Canada. I knew who the pretty boys were. I was just trying to, further that weak, confused persona, so maybe I could slip through the cracks.
Okay, coming into this game, I'm the opposite of Pip. I had seen like one season of Big Brother. I don't know how the hell this game is played, and I'm really proud that I figured it out as I went along, and I think I did a very good job. About midway through the game, I realized that I had socially kind of put myself in the middle on a lot of different groups. You had my perceived duos. I perceived like Joe and Dell, and then I saw Easton and Pip, and whether those were duos or not, I think they were at least somewhat of a duo. And I was the third on both of those, and combined us five, yeah, that could take control of the house. When I pitched my final four plan to Dell, which was me, Dell, of course, Joe, and Pip, I'm pretty sure it was Dell. He laughed in my face because that was such a ridiculous alliance. All of my allies were against each other at that point in the game, and no one thought those four could be brought to the end. And that was the final four. And that's the thing I'm most proud of in this game. I think that I brought people from both sides of this game together to work for my favor. And at the same time, I did it honestly. The one lie I told, and correct me if I'm wrong, please, I want to figure out, what I actually told you guys in this game. My one big lie was to Joe at the very end. I promised him I'd take him to the end at the final four veto meeting with him in the HOH room. We both acknowledged that we'd take each other over Pip if that was the case. And that's the one promise I didn't let up on. I told multiple of you guys to your face that I did not want to work with you. Wyatt knows many times. Easton, I told these guys to their face that I voted for them. And I still made it here today. That's what I'm proud of, that I played what I think is an honest game. And it's still a social game. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to Dallas, the first person out. First person asleep too, lucky bastard.
All right. Patch.
What's up, Mike?
I ain't gonna. Did you vote for me?
I was on the block against you.
No, I was on the block 3 times. You had 3 chances to vote for me. Okay, did you vote for me?
You were against Tucker and Jules, and then me.
Yeah.
I voted for Tucker. That was like 7-1, I think. And then Jules, I don't like Jules at all. I hate him actually because of the one promise that he broke to me 5 minutes into this game. I guarantee you, I voted for Jules and Tucker over you.
Okay. All right. That's the only question I got.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
What's up, Brayden? Missed you, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, missed me, bro, didn't you? Anyway, first of all, I'm gonna say this. Great job to both of you. Proud of you. To Patch, a lot of the jury, when we were at the round table, felt that you were kind of just there.
Okay.
And when we were talking about, the final 3, we obviously were all like, Joma wins against either of you, right? Mm-hmm. And then we were like, well, what if it's like a Pip Patch thing? And it seemed like more people were leaning towards Pip rather than you because they felt like they saw more of Pip's game than they saw of yours. They felt like you just kind of stumbled your way to the end, for lack of a better term. So what do you say to refute that, I guess?
Okay, so that's extremely easy of a perception to have because despite me trying my ass off in every single challenge, I did not try to throw one except for the last 2 vetoes I threw. But besides that, throughout the entire game, I tried to win every single challenge, and what happened? I lost all of them. So I couldn't rely on actual power. I had to rely on social gains. So behind the scenes, I was working everybody. I had Joe, Dell, even Wyatt, who me and Wyatt have been against each other this entire game, essentially, until he went home. Then I can't be against him anymore. I feel like even my social relationship with Wyatt was, playful. It never even got to the point where we were really bickering to each other in the game, even though we were on different sides of the field for the entire game. Going into the final 9, that's when I was on the block against Muck. Obviously, I don't want to be on the block. That was a bad week for me. But, again, I did survive, which I credit to my social game. Then, when Brayden went home, Braden, when you went home, that was the last vote that happened that I did not want to happen. I voted for Easton, and I told Easton that to his face right after. I told that was that was the most stressful vote for all of us. That took like 2 hours. But I'm truthful when I didn't vote for you. If you would have respected it more if I did vote for you to have more of a say in the game, that's fine. But after that point, Nifty, Easton, Wyatt, Dell, and Joe, all of that is exactly what I wanted to have happen, even though I didn't win a single challenge until the second to last HOH. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I turned it on at the very end, because I was trying the whole time. It just happened to be the two most clutch challenges I could win. I did.
Heard that. And for Pip, my beautiful baby boy.
Yep.
So now that we're at the end and I've talked with the jury and, lies aren't being told anymore, I was right. I clocked you the moment that after that Andy vote. I knew it the instantaneous moment. And yet, you pushed me because apparently you heard that I clocked it was you and you succeeded. And what question do I want to ask you? Why do you feel like I should give you my vote when all we wanted was honesty, and instead you just pushed and pushed and pushed for poor little me to go home?
Yeah, so if you want an honest game, like, mine's not it, right? I lied and lied and lied and lied. I lied my way to the end. I had to scheme. I had to befriend. I had to do everything. I put my all into this game. I would do whatever it takes. And that was going to be a part of my ending speech, revealing that, yes, I all the rogue votes, they were me. Because, like I said in the diary room, chaos is a ladder. And in this game, I climbed that ladder. Without that chaos, I would not have made it here. And Braden, honestly, the reason I had to pin it on you, you were my biggest threat. Like, you would have won this game. You were so good. You were tight with everybody. They wouldn't have turned on you unless I convinced everybody that you were turning on us. Everybody loved you. You were so social. You were so funny. You were good at comps. Like, you were my biggest threat in this game. I think in the whole game, you were my single biggest threat. Like, after you left, I think I had a way easier road to victory than I did before you left. And that's the biggest move I made in this entire game.
Oh, well, I will also, for the record, state that I hate bitter jurors with my whole heart, so I promise you that I won't vote bitterly against you if I choose to vote against you. It won't be bitter, I promise you.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's all I have. Next.
Okay, Nifty, I believe you are up next.
Hey, I just want to talk to Pip for a little bit. So, you were definitely someone that I was talking to a lot through the game, compared to a lot of the other cast here, who seemed to have a lot of their own connections. But I remember on the week I went out, I just had a little bit of a heart-to-heart to you because I figured I was going. About even if I was gone, you would probably have plenty of opportunities to make it to the end. And you did, without any competition wins. Apparently you threw them all. But if you didn't want your game to be defined by competition wins, then what would you say defines your game as a winner's game?
Yeah, so I think it was early on, I had relationships with every single person except Star. And that's why I actually, in week 3, or round 3, whatever, got Star out, because Star was the only person this entire game that I never had a solid thing with. And I never really got caught. Like, I was able to scheme and lie and, slither my way through the cracks without ever needing to win competitions. And I'm not saying I would have won all the competitions. I actually don't think I would have been that great at them, even if I was trying. But I never wanted to come off as a strong competitor because, I mean, look at Smooth, right? Smooth is probably one of the best competitors in this entire game. And, I mean, he was one of the first out because everybody's scared of him. I never wanted people to be scared of me in that way. So instead of using my comp wins, I use my charisma and my social skills and my deception skills, right? And all of my conversations, like game, pretty much all of them were lies, but all of my personal conversations were all truth. Like, genuinely, Nifty, like, you were such a sweet guy. Like, in the diary room, like, whenever the season comes out, you'll hear that, like, when I voted you out, I said, like, I sadly vote to evict, and my voice was shaking because I genuinely really like it. And that goes for everybody in the jury. I really like all of you. All of our personal conversations were all real. But game-wise, I played a very deceitful, lying game.
Yeah, what you say about wanting to present yourself as a weak player, that was a piece of advice that both, I think it was Easton and Braden gave me after I was a pawn early on. And I stopped playing weak, and I ended up going out, and you kept up that perception, and you're there. So I respect the hell out of it. Good job.
Thank you.
Alright, where do I even start? Jizo. Alright, so first off, I'm gonna just say I'm proud of you two. After talking to the jury house, I actually realized like how closely I played this game with the two of you. We both had different rides. From the freaking first competition of the season, getting second out with Pip eliminating me, I sat next to him and we said, hey, you want to be solid? Sure. 3 weeks later, I talked to Patch. Hey, you want to be solid? Sure. And throughout this game, you guys have been my number 1 and number 2. And from week by week, you would flip between which one would be my 1 and 2. And that kind of defines how I went out. I didn't manage my threat level, and you guys were semi-playing under me, especially you, Pip, which makes this vote ultimately hard for me. So what I am going to say is, I'll ask you this, Patch. Why did you decide Final 6 would be the time to take me out?
So
over Pip.
Okay. At the final 6, that's when there were a lot of power players left in the game. And my 4 that I previously talked about, me, Joe, Dell, and Wyatt, me, Pip, Joe, and Dell, which was ending up being the final 4, that left off Wyatt and Easton. And at that point, Easton, I had been with you until I voted for you. And when I voted for you in the Braden vote, I'm going to be honest, like I said before, that was the turning point in my game from when I went to clueless to controlling, because I was clueless in that Braden vote. I voted for you, Easton. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was going on. I was getting pulled by every which way from every alliance that I had, which was on both sides of the aisle. And at the end of the day, I was like, screw it. I'm just going to vote Easton. I don't care what happens. Let me just vote Easton. I don't give a crap who goes home here. So that's why I put your name down there. But after that, I realized, crap, I just lost your trust. How am I going to vote for my ally and be able to regain his trust? I realized that, the other people in the game, even Wyatt, I never really turned on Wyatt. So I thought, at this point, Final 6, there's only one person here that I don't think is going to trust me back ever again, and that's you, which is why I wanted you to go home there.
Which is fair, because I felt like if I had won that HOH, I would have nominated you and Patch. Or you and Dell, my bad.
Yep.
You are Patch. Anyways, I'm going to go to Pip. So, we talked in the jury house, and apparently, you and I made a final 2, right? And Nifty had spoke out about how you made a final 2 with him also. So, I just wanted to clarify, like, how close were we really, in your opinion? Were you, as you said, you threw all of the competitions. So, were you just depending on saying, hey, let's align with everyone in the house and not showing any true loyalty unless they want a comp? Or what was your actual game plan with, saying let's align to as many people as possible and then throwing all the competitions?
Well, yeah, I did throw all the competitions, and the question is different for each alliance. Like, some I meant to stay more loyal to than others. Like, when I made yours was my first one, and I really did want to ride it as far as I could. Obviously, I actually would have voted for you to stay if I wasn't on the block beside you. But you are also like becoming very bad for my game because we were starting to be seen as a pair, and like no one wants a pair.
Following me, I told you this.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, I feel like that painted a target on us, but ended up, you were the one that ended up going. But like I said, like all of our conversations that were personal, like those were real. Like I love you and I want to play games with you or whatever you want to do, like play games, hang out, whatever after this. Like I want to do that, and that goes for all of you. I think you're such a cool person, and like it actually, sending you home was the hardest part in this game. Which I didn't, but seeing you go home was the hardest part in this game. Like I was tearing up, you know what I mean? Because of how emotional that moment was. And I mean, I think that goes for everybody who was here at that time. Like, that was such an emotional moment, and really put into perspective, like, how real this is, you know? I hope you don't think, like, I was just behind the scenes, like, laughing, like, ha ha ha, got him. Like, no, I mean, I was really sad, and I really care about all of it. You know, I was going to do anything it would take to get me to the end, because that was my priority, but I didn't take any pleasure in hurting you guys, you know what I mean?
Okay, so typically I have two approaches to this. Usually just ask a question about myself and why I'm just so much better than everyone here. However, be a bit nicer, because this is a recorded setting, so I'm going to actually respect the game a little bit and ask some good questions. So, all right. So my first question is to Mr. Hippity Dip.
What's up?
All right. So, I feel like a very important part of Big Brother is social maneuvering, going from place to place, group to group, trying to solidify things. And I'm just curious to know how you socially maneuvered throughout this game and what sides you were taking, and also why you took those sides, since I think asking why is a very important part, because like both of y'all can like talk about like you did this, did that, but at the center of it all, it really matters why you did those things. So Pip,
Yep.
I'm curious as to.
So, first of all, I want to say, like, in this season, you were the Dr. Will, I was the Dan Geesley. You know what I mean? So I respect the hell out of your game. So I'm going to break down week by week. Week 1, you and I orchestrated Smooth's eviction and kept Nifty. Week 2, Braden, Easton, and I planned Tucker's back door. Week 3, I sent Julce out because he was the only person I wasn't working with. Next, I did that rogue vote, pinned it on Braden. Next week, he was out. Obviously, he was the biggest threat in this game, and I needed him out really bad. I voted to evict Nifty because I genuinely love the guy. I thought he was a huge jury threat. He was just so likable. I thought if he made it to the end, he would have it in the bag with a jury. I survived unanimously against Easton because I had painted that weak persona so well. I tied it up in the final 5, making Joe break the tie and send Wyatt. Joe also chose to take me to final 4, and in final 3, I had painted such a weak, unbeatable persona that Patches thought I was easier to beat, ensuring my spot here in the final 2. So every move, none of it was personal. It was all calculated. It was all thought out. So that's all I have to say.
All right. Like the answer. Patchster, I just really hope you had Joma on his knees when you evicted him, bro. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that in the recording. Holy shit, that was...
Hey, I think your questioning's done, kiddo.
Hey guys, congratulations on making it to the final 2. I'm really sad to not see Joma up there. I was rooting for him after that, everything that happened last the week I went home. But it's okay. You guys both played very well. But I kind of want to get something off my chest. I guess like maybe not off my chest, but I kind of want to take somebody down a peg. Pip, I don't think your game was as calculated as you're making it out to be. I think you were definitely playing it up for everyone else. I don't think you're as calculated as you thought you are. I felt like a lot of the game, I mean, I'm sure you did at times throw challenges, but I think even if you tried, I don't think you were going to win a challenge. And I think it's easy to say, I threw every challenge and I'm here because of that, and blah, 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 blah. With the whole putting up Braden thing, I've said this multiple times. I was looking for an excuse to put Braden up anyway, and it just happened to do that. You didn't paint any target. I knew you flipped. I even yelled at you and said that you flipped. And when you gave me the perfect excuse to put Braden up, I was like, yeah, let's roll with this. Let's roll with this. So I don't want you to think, like, you're a great player, and I think you did a really, really great job at making yourself seem weak, but I don't want the jury to think, like, you're this calculated fucking Dan Giesling, because you're not. You're not this calculated Dan Giesling, and I think you both played very similar games. So now I have a question for you, Andy. So regarding the Final Four situation, what was your game plan like with that? Like, how did you know that? Like, what made you very certain that Joma would vote to evict me?
I wasn't at all. So going into that HOH, I knew from the Final Four on, I was like, I gotta win these, and I pulled something out. I won that Final Four. Really happy that I was safe, but the noms, people told me the noms don't matter, so I was like, okay, bet. I nominated you and Joe. So boom, who won the veto there? Obviously Joe won the veto there. And that's a veto that I threw because I really didn't want that blood on my hands. I knew that I had told you, Del, that we were tight to the end. I told basically everyone at that end game that I was tight with them.
That's not necessarily what I'm asking. I'm asking what
Okay.
your game plan was. Because, like, did you think you could beat Joe or I?
Like in the final two?
Yes.
No, I really didn't think I could beat Joe. I
Wouldn't
did
that-
not.
With Pip not winning a challenge ever, wouldn't that kind of fuck you? I'm trying to figure
Well,
out the
no,
logic.
yes, okay. I low key thought that you would take me to the end over Joe if the final three was me, you, and Joe. And then when you told me that you were gonna take Joe in that position, that was like a bust for me. Like I was like, crap. And then you also told Joe that obviously because that's what Joe wants to hear. And then I told Joe that you told me that. So really, I was confirming it for Joe. Del is gonna take you. And at that point, I was like, well, shit, that's a bad move for me. I don't know why I just did that. But that's why I thought going into that veto, I was like, into the veto meeting or whatever, I was like, dang, Joe's going to take Del to the end. It's going to be me, Del, and Joe in the final three, and I'm going to have to win that one too. When he took Pip, it was a sigh of relief because I was like, boom, I got to win one challenge and I won the game. Maybe, because I knew I wasn't going to beat Joe, and I didn't know if I was going to beat you, Del. Like, me and you, like, I thought it was kind of 50-50 against you. I knew I couldn't beat Joe, and basically Pip, I kind of thought I had better odds against Pip than you, Del, but still wasn't certain. But I knew it would be way harder going against either you, Del, or Joe. So at that point, I was like, this doesn't really make sense because I hadn't won a challenge yet, but I was like, I got to win the challenges. I put my full faith in my ability to win challenges because I knew that there were two big threats still at the end with me, which it was you and Joe, and Pip was a mild threat just like me. So I was like, it's going to be tough. I got to get to the end physically, like I've never done before in this game, but it happened to work out. I hope that answers it.
I guess so.
Okay.
Right, and this is my last question because you gave me an opportunity to ask an additional question. You're not allowed to not answer. You will not get my vote if you choose not to answer. Okay, that's just fact. All right. So excluding pre-jury and excluding your fellow finalists in production, if you were driving alone at night, right, and you had to hit and kill 2 jury members, right,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
hide the bodies, which 2 jury members are you picking?
What a fucking
Yeah,
question.
What the fuck? Why?
Who's going first, Del?
Up to you. You guys can pick.
I'll go
So-
first. Wait. You want to go first, Pip?
You're good.
Okay, I'll go. I got to hit 2 people with my car and then hide the bodies.
You kill them. They die on impact. You get to hide the bodies.
Okay, Muck, because we're in the same fantasy league and I don't want him to win against me this week. We're going against each other week 1. Second would be, let's take Wyatt out. He caused way too much bullshit this season. Let's just take him out.
I get cancer.
Okay, Pip, your turn.
So I gotta take. Okay, I have 2 with my car. Do they guarantee they die?
They die no matter what.
Okay. I gotta go with Nifty and Easton because they're so wholesome. They're going straight to heaven. You know what I mean? Like I'm just sending them to heaven. I'm just sending them to heaven early. So
You guys hear that? Nifty and Easton, he's gonna hit
Dude.
you with his fucking car.
I don't want to go to heaven yet, man.
I don't know whether to be
goddamn.
happy that I'm not getting hit or sad that he's not choosing me to go to heaven.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a car question. I'm not that creative, so apologies in
Definitely,
advance.
Actually, definitely.
First off, congrats. You guys have earned it. Blah blah blah. All that jazz. I want to say first off, once again, as much as like I'd kill to be there, I'd kill for the experience more. I really don't hold it against either of you guys. It's just a game. There's a reason why I chose the path I wanted to because it was the one I was happy to walk away with. My question for you two, did you ever think at any point in the game you were lucky that there was simply no strategy that could save you? There was like, it's like gambling. Like you put it all in red and it paid off. Is there any moment in the game where you did not have control, you did not have the agency, you didn't really calculate anything, but you simply got bailed out? If there is a moment, walk me through it and explain sort of the after effects of it, if possible.
Pip, you want to take this one first?
Okay, so genuinely, it's kind of ironic you're asking this because I think the 2 moments were the Final 4 and Final 5, or the 2 times that my life was completely in your hands. right? Like, I think me painting the weak persona, beatable persona helped, but I think to some extent you were like so 50-50, like it could have gone either way. So I really appreciate you taking me, sticking true to the Try Guys forever, made it to the final three. Have to be one of the greatest alliances in Big Homie history, maybe even Big Brother ARG history. But yeah, I think the twice that because like final three, I think I definitely painted to be more beatable than you, because I mean you were just such a threat and so good at the game. You didn't even go on the block until like final four. That's insane. There was no way I could argue against you. So I was pretty sure Patches would take me, but the twice that my life was in your hands, Joe, like it was like really close to 50-50, I think.
All right, thank you. Andy, floor is yours.
Yep. The first week of the season, not to take it back to pre-jury, but first week of the season, I get nominated by the one guy who told me he wouldn't nominate me. So still beats me why that happened. But, you know, I was pissed. I was pissed off that he nominated me there. But I had to stay in the game somehow, mentally and literally in the game. So this was luck. I don't know why it happened. People tried to explain it to me. I don't really know what to think of it. Tucker did the veto, and he used it on me. He did the Price is Right game, and Nifty picked 4. It made it a very easy pick for me to 5. I guess that game wasn't lucky because that was a very strategical choice, but just the fact that Tucker even would use the veto on me, even consider that, was so lucky because I had not talked to him in the game at all. It was, you know, first week. You can't really talk to people. You can't really talk to that many people. I had not talked with Tucker, and I thought that, you know, he would probably lean towards more of Nifty's side anyway. So that was a complete luck moment for me. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
All right, thank you guys. Once
Thank you.
again,
And I think I would have gone home, just to say. I think I would have gone home if he didn't use that on me.
that's all I got. Once again, great meeting, guys. May the best player win.
Okay. We have, before the jury votes, you each will have one final chance to sway their votes. Andy, you're up first.
Guys, thank you all for this experience. This is my first ever Big Brother game, and I'm super proud of the game I played, win or lose. Everybody here should be proud. People played some phenomenal games. Like, basically the entire jury here played a game in some form or another that really shined. And despite all the physical strength that you guys had and the experience and just knowing the game of Big Brother, I came in here with no experience, and I think I played a damn good social game. Was playing in the middle of a lot of alliances. I don't know if that's called a floater. I feel like a floater is when you don't do anything, but I thought I was doing a lot behind the scenes. You know, I'm not making any official moves on the stat sheet, but I had a lot of people in my pocket, in my opinion, and those people that I was close with, they brought me to the end, and I had to rely on them bringing me because I couldn't win a damn challenge. So at the end of the day, I'm proud of the game I played. I'm very proud that the final 7 people that went home were all my number one options that I wanted to go. And it got easy, it got hard, and it got very hard at the very end, taking out Joe. But I realized that he was the king this season and he was going to win. So I had to do what I had to do at the end of the day. Thank you guys.
Hey, Pip.
All right. First, I want to say I love you guys. I love you, Patch. I played my heart out. I did the best I could. If I lose, I know I left it all on the field. I did as much as I could. I was the first one out of the first HOH competition, and from that moment I knew I'm on the bottom. I'm going to have to play from the bottom, and I'm going to have to slowly work my way up that ladder of chaos. I caused chaos. I climbed chaos. That was what I was all about. I'm not saying my game was perfect. It wasn't. Like I told Joe, there was a few times that I think it was like very close to me going, but I think that weak persona just pushed it right over the edge to save me. I love you guys. This has been my first BBARG, my first ARG ever. I had such a good time. If I lose to anybody, I would want it to be Patch. Thank you guys. Thanks for hearing me out. Thanks for letting me play. I love you guys.
All right, Dallas.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
You're up first.
Honestly, kind of fucked up. You hit me with the car. Live Patch. You know, Pip, kind of fucked up. You didn't hit me with the car. Honestly, you wanted to send people to heaven, so that's all I got.
Ay. Oh, God. On the one hand, I promise to God I'm not a bitter juror, and but on the other hand, I relate to somebody else's game so much more. Final words of the season. Fuck Otev.
All right, Nifty.
Hey.
This was a fun time. I'm glad that you two enjoyed yourselves as well. It was stressful at some points, a little more easygoing at others, but yeah, glad to finally be at the end of this one.
Easton, you are up.
I get 2 votes because this, out of the entire game, the FTC vote is the hardest vote decision I have to make. I think you guys both played great games, but I do think you played a little bit better.
Thank you. All right, Wyatt.
All right, what's going on? Just wanted to say shout out to all the Iron Tiers that make the community a better place and want to.
Dude, I'm a gold 3.
And also, steady call my phone.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
I should be a convicted felon. I killed those 2 kids on January 4th, 2023.
Pause.
O.J. Simpson did nothing wrong.
Well,
I thought it couldn't get worse.
And finally,
that one out, huh?
Joe.
You know, someone who was worried about my cold the whole season. I was worried about coughing a lot. I guess I should have been worried about choking. Am I right, guys?
Hey.
I'll be here all week. I'll be here all
I
week.
still have COVID.
Try guys for life. Catch you on the flip.
Our guys for life.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. So, we're going to start it off. Dallas has cast his vote for Andy. That's 1 vote, Andy. It takes 4 to win.
Good job, Andy.
Brayden has cast his vote for Pip.
Thank
1
you.
vote, Andy. 1 vote, Pip. Nifty has cast his vote for Pip.
Thank
That's
you.
2 votes, Pip. 1 vote, Andy.
Oh, this might get close.
Dell has cast his vote for Andy. That's 2
Why
votes,
did we-
Andy. 2 votes, Pip.
Why did we skip over mine?
Speaking of Easton has cast his vote for Andy.
Good job,
That's
Andy.
3 votes, Andy. 2 votes, Pip. 2 votes left. Wyatt has cast his vote for Pip.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh
my
all season,
fucking
all
God.
season long.
That's
But-
3
Yeah,
votes,
why would
Andy.
we break the trend?
3
I'm so
votes,
sorry.
Pip. 1
Uh-oh,
vote
Joe.
left.
Wait,
I'm
who's
so
deciding
sorry.
who's it?
Joe.
It's
Uh-oh,
mine.
Joe.
The final
Our fellow try
vote,
guy.
Oh my god. I'm so.
There's no way.
with a vote from Joe. Congratulations, Andy! You have won! Big homie!
Oh my god, guys.
Wow. Wow.
Guys, I can't even express into words how thankful I am. That is awesome, guys.
Come out of the house, man. Come out of the house.
Yeah.
Come on!
You gotta come out.
Let's go!
Come on.
You guys
come
are
on.
free.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, 4-3. You guys just were giving out heart attacks this season.
We really
Damn.
couldn't ever decide on anything as a house ever.
Yeah.
I think the most majority vote we've had was a 7-1.
Was
and that
7-1
like
on my HOH, by the way. So I bring
Oh
unity,
my
and y'all
God.
voted me out.
It couldn't
No.
get closer than that. It could not get
No.
closer than that.
Nah, Paige deserved it. You guys picked right.
Yeah, thank you everybody who voted. Like, that was unbelievable season. Never expected to be here, especially after Star nominated me. In the diary room, I told Kaylin, I was like, guess what? I'm the first boot. You know, nice to meet you. But
Besides that, America's favorite player is going to Dell. Congratulations!
congrats, Dell.
Wait, doing awards right now?
Wait, who voted? Like, what was the vote for that?
For what? Oh no, that was just me. I always just pick who it is.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Dan!
Nah,
This is great, guys. I really appreciate all of you.
This is just surreal. This is utterly surreal.
Interested in joining Big Homie Season 4? Dun dun dun. Application and description, yay!